Yo, what is up? I want to talk about my guy Xiangli Yao. His weapon information has been fully officially revealed here. Don't know, he is a gauntlet character, and I want to talk about it because this weapon, unlike a lot of the other characters in the game with their signature weapons, I think this weapon is going to have like very high value. Because if you don't know, a lot of the gauntlets in the game are pretty terrible. Also, specifically for Yao, since he is a Resonance Liberation character, and we don't really have much Resonance Liberation stuff going on, and then as usual, crit is very hard to get as well. But before looking at his weapon really quickly, if you haven't already looked at it, I feel like a ton of people that play Wuthering Waves look at all the dreams, all the, all the unofficial information, all that. But if you have not seen it yet, I mean, it's right here, it gives you damage bonus, gives you liberation, gives you crit. But your other options when you don't have his signature weapon is the Abyss Surge, which is the standard weapon, right? But he can't really use this because he's not a basic attack damaging person, and his skill damage bonus doesn't really help him. You'd think it would, but actually, if you don't know, I have a pre-release video, by the way, on Xiangli Yao if you want to go check that out, explaining his kid stuff, and I'll have a build guide when he comes out. But he is all Resonance Liberation. When he goes into his ultimate, he has a transformation, and his transformation turns all of his damage pretty much into Resonance Liberation. His skill becomes Resonance Liberation. He gets a new basic attack string that is also Resonance Liberation, and his ult is obviously Resonance Liberation. So yeah, this pretty much does nothing except give you 12% ER, high base attack, and attack percent. Now, is that bad? Not necessarily, but it's kind of cope, Like, you'd love to have, the full juice on this guy. Now, one thing I was saying, I was thinking of making like another separate video on this, is just overall, weapons in the game are kind of scuffed for most characters who don't have their signature, but specifically for Yao, like, this is going to be a massive difference. From what I've seen on people that have pre-calced it, I just wish we didn't have, like, why do we have all these defense main stat gauntlets? No one is playing Yan Wu, bro. Imagine society if this gauntlet was attack percent. GG. Also, this is the craftable gauntlet. This is terrible. I don't even know what they're cooking with this craftable gauntlet. Who is using a gauntlet that's energy regen, gives you a very low amount of attack percent, and increases your counterattack damage? Like, I feel like someone just like wrote out a bunch of random buffs that a character could get and then put them on. Like, this is ChatGPT. This is the AI generated passive of like just random characters put onto one gauntlet. I don't think we'll ever get someone that can use this. Like, it's just kind of terrible. Anyways, maybe around that. So yeah, if you don't have his signature weapon, your other two options are the Hollow Mirage, or if you have the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass weapon is decent. It does give you Resonance Liberation and crit. It is a solid option. But yeah, you literally have two options. You have Hollow Mirage, or you have Battle Pass weapon. I was thinking of coping with this crit damage weapon 3-star, but I think the base attack gap is just too hard for how good attack is in Wuthering Waves, since like overall attack is like low in the game. So yeah, it's kind of tough. But lastly, if you're not seeing what his weapon does, 12% attribute damage bonus and 48% Resonance Liberation damage bonus for 8 seconds after using your ult. You're gonna have this pretty much full uptime. As you can see, it refreshes by 5 seconds every time you do your skill. And his combo is literally 1, 2, 3 skill, 1, 2, 3 skill, 1, 2, 3 skill. So he's gonna have this up 100%. He's a very easy character to play. If you're a Calcharo main, Calcharo, he's kind of finished. It is what it is. But I don't want to make this video too long. Oh, you know what? I do want to talk about actually his weapon, or C1. His C1 gives him extra damage percent. I'm not gonna lie, get his weapon. If you're planning on getting a C1, you just get a weapon. Or maybe you're picking up both, I don't know. His weapon's gonna have more value than a C1. But besides that, that's about all. Let me know, are you pulling for extra Xiangli Yao copies? Maybe instead of going for C1, you're going for a C2. Then you get 30 free crit damage. Holy, the big juice with the big juice. And then you'd be maxed out juice on the Xiangli Yao. Goodbye.